Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So on behalf of International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we welcome you all for this Saturday Sangha. We are having a very nice topic, what we'll be discussing today for the next 1 hour. Mother Rukmini's letter. It's not just letter, but what we can learn from that letter. So this pastime, what we'll be discussing now, is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, and where Mother Rukmini writes the first love letter of the history. But it is not just like, what we can compare, ki, okay, humne bhi likha tha. No, it's not like that. Everything source is Krishna, and it is pure. Like many of us have gone to Vrindavan, and we see each and every, so we'll see so many places. There are some games, there are some places where Krishna actually played those games. From there it originated. So whatever Krishna has done, that is most pure. So Krishna is known as Makhan Chor. So he's the best thief. But we cannot say that since Krishna also has did Makhan Chori, we will do other choris. No, that is pure. He actually robbed people's heart. Yes, that's why he's glorified. If we try to imitate Krishna with such things, then we won't be glorified. Right? We have other sources. Kya karna hai? So here, Mother Rukmini writes a letter. And in that letter, what we can learn in our life as a sadhaka, as a devotee of Lord, what we can learn in our life, so that we will be discussing. So as we all know, Rukmini Devi, she appeared in Vidarbha in Maharashtra. One of the closest dham for us, Goa, is Pandharpur. Yes, Udupi and Pandharpur. So we all have taken darshan of Vittal Rukmai. So Mother Rukmini's father was King Bhishmaka. So she appeared there, and she had one more brother who was Rukmi. Okay, but both were different. Like we know, Rukmini is, who is Rukmini? It's eternal consort of the Lord. And Mother Rukmini is expansion of Srimati Radharani itself. Okay, so she, and they have come here, she appeared in Vidarbha, and how they meet, how their marriage, so that we will discuss how it happens. So when Rukmini Devi was appeared, she was born in Vidarbha. Bhishmaka, his father, and the king used to always used to invite lot of brahmanas, sadhu sant, and they used to tell glories of the Lord. So from childhood, Mother Rukmini was just hearing about Krishna. There was no, YouTube or ye. So she had not seen Krishna, but just by constantly hearing about pastimes, Vraja pastime of Krishna, she fell in love with Krishna. Okay, this quality she had never seen. So this is what we can learn. The first lesson over here, what we have to be doing as a parent. What should be our role? As a parent, it's very good that we have to provide our children with the best of education, eating, sab kuch hai. But more than anything, it's important that what samskaras we do it in childhood. Many times we just force them for, generally, just do study, but not ye sab cheeze baad mein. That is for the old age ke liye, not now. But nahi, if we see today's world, it is so difficult to tackle. We can get good marks, we can become toppers, but thoda kuch hua, so we go into depression, suicidal and so many things. So this is what we have to be giving them right education from the childhood. And also it should not be just we are telling ki Baba, you go for this Gopal Fun School class, isko mein acha program ho raha hai, but I won't do. I'll just drop you and I'll go. Nahi, it should the children learn from parents what they do, not just what they tell. If parents also are doing properly, children will be following that. Otherwise, it is not going to happen. We can just, shout and karo, but if we are ourselves not following, to nahi hoga. So Bhishmaka was a wonderful king, and he used to get the saints, and Mother Rukmini grew like that from childhood. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada's father, Gaur Mohan De, so he also, when Abhay Charan De, Prabhupada, when he was young, So he used to invite sadhus in their house. He used to never eat before inviting and serving a sadhu. And he used to serve and get all the sadhus, whoever is to come, just to serve. And he used to just ask one thing. He was a businessman, a small businessman. But what he used to ask? Please bless my son, Abhay Charan Prabhupada, to become a devotee of Srimati Radharani. This is the only blessings Prabhupada's father is to always ask. So this is what we have to be doing as a parents, what we have to do, what is our role. And we can see what happened next, okay, because of that culture, that upbringing, what Srila Prabhupada grew in. Prabhupada did what he did, and that's why we all are here sitting. So, yes, and later on, once when we were small, Prabhupada heard about Jagannath Rath Yatra. I think one devotee shared today about Jagannath Puri's temple. Na? So he heard about Jagannath Puri Rath Yatra and he felt, no, Papa, I want to celebrate it here. So please get me a Rath, Jagannath Rath. Gaur Mohan, they somehow he managed, he made a small rath, and Abhay Charan at the age of I think 5 or 6 made the first Rath Yatra there with entire colony जो भी थे उनके साथ में, and that Rath Yatra went for 3-4 days distributing prasadam, doing kirtan, and that seed what his father had put in when he was small. When Prabhupada, when he became at the age of 70, he went to West, he took this Jagannath Rath Yatra across the world, right? Across the globe. And people are, over there, some of the Western countries, they are declaring holidays when the Rath Yatra is there. They don't know who is Krishna or this, but it's Prabhupada, who started this. And because of Prabhupada, we know what is Jagannath Rath Yatra, what is Jagannath. Yes. So this is what we have to be learning as a parent role. Yes. So we have to, right from the childhood, we have to give our kids the culture, this culture, and that will help us shape them into a very wonderful human being. So the lesson 2, what we can learn from Rukmini Devi's letter is importance of Shravanam. Like how when the sadhus used to come in the assembly of King Bhishmaka, she used to hear this katha and the pastimes of the Lord with utmost attention. No mobile, no other things, Pura, ekdam fully. And she used to have complete faith in their instruction, in their words. And Shravanam should be that, we have to hear with utmost attention. One time, in Mumbai, one IIT preaching, when our devotees were doing, suddenly one boy came. We were preaching in college. So suddenly one boy came there, and he immediately, with the with very first or second class, he started chanting 16 rounds and following things. So the devotees who are preaching, like, please go slow. Suddenly, what happened? Matlab, itna fast. It takes so much time. So then he told the devotee, the Prabhuji, Prabhuji, when my mother used to tell, so when I was in her womb of my mother used to daily read Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And she was reading it aloud. So from childhood, from when he was in womb, he could hear that Gita. And that samskaras later when he became, 18 or so. And just with little sadhu sangha, immediately he took up bhakti. So it's very important from the womb itself, not later, we have to give that culture, we have to give the samskar, we have to hear good things, not just, ye Bollywood ke song or ye kuch, ye. Then we say, bachcha sunta nahi, Prabhuji, Mataji, aap dekh lo. What culture we give, so it's very important from birth. So Shravanam should be that key. Should the first step of our devotional life. Yes. So here, but then it's very important to hear, but kiska sunna hai, kiski sunna hai hame. That's very important. We should not hear from anybody and anything. Right source is very, very important. So, जैसे Mother Rukmini heard about Krishna from the sadhus. Her brother, same brother and sister sibling, but her brother Rukmi used to hear about Krishna from Shishupal. Who was Shishupal? Shishupal was cousin of Krishna, right? but he used to have so much hatred for Krishna. राइट तो ये देखो, वो भी सुनते थे, ये भी सुनते थी, भाई बहन, बट क्या डिफरेंस है. सो राइट सोर्स इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड नाउ द सोशल मीडिया व्हाट वी हैव इन इट्स सो ईजी कि ना एनीबडी एंड एवरीबडी सेज थोड़ा तिलक डालेंगे और कुछ ना भगवा वस्त्र पहनने कुछ भी, लेकिन कृष्णा कहते हैं, and then they will tell their own story. So we should be very careful ki what from whom we are hearing. That's why we tell Baba, hear from the right source. That's why we started sharing in the groups about those lectures, the proper authentic source, authorized speakers that we know ki they will, whatever they will be speaking from bona fide. तो it's very important that कि हम किससे सुने. अगर otherwise it will become the very first shloka of Bhagavad Gita, the purport Prabhupada says कि if we do not listen or read from a right source, it is like it's a nice sweet rice, खीर बनाई है, okay, and someone is offering us, and उसमें just one drop of snake's poison. Okay, it's very nicely made, but it is given with us mixed with one drop of snake poison. Will it give us that same pleasure while eating? No, right? So even though the Gita, Bhagavatam, it is bona fide hai, but if the person who is speaking or who is guiding is not having a proper consciousness or he's having ill motive, so it is like that snake's poison. So it's very very important. Please, we should not be going to any other sources, कुछ भी ऐसे. So authorized sources only we have to hear. Yes. So Prabhupada, so even Prabhupada, when he went into West, he was an old 70-year person. It's a Bengali, any Bengali devotees, तो उनका जो accent था, it's very heavy, right? So that accent, he went outside there and he started speaking about Krishna to those people who never know what is Krishna. Who is Krishna or Vrindavan or Hare Ram? कुछ भी नहीं. They are meant to break all the regulative principles, सब कुछ. But that is normal for them. That state Prabhupada went because people, we were not following in India at that time. We were the trend had come कि whatever West is following, we will be following that. So that's the reason Prabhupada went there कि if they get converted, if they get become devotees, by looking at them, we'll at least feel कि ठीक है, our process is authentic. So Prabhupada started and speaking to them, and many of the things some of the Prabhupada disciples used to tell कि हमें समझ में आता ही नहीं था what Prabhupada used to speak, because of that accent or but what attracted was his purity, because he was pure devotee of the Lord, right? Even just one word, जो भी कुछ one word, one Ram, one Krishna, that purified their heart and soul, right? So that's the reason कि we hearing from pure devotees is about Krishna Katha is very very important, and then it will have positive transformation in our life. Yes. So now going ahead with our pastimes, the Mother Rukmini was listening and he got attracted to Krishna, but everybody was supportive except Rukmini because of the bad association what he had with Shishupal and the team, the big gang. Okay, so what he says, and he fixed her wedding with Shishupal. कुछ भी हो जाए, हाँ तो शादी करना है. And it happens that Rukmini was in great anxiety and what to do. So क्या करें? And then she writes a letter. And how she writes a letter? She writes a letter and she takes shelter of a Brahmana, of a sadhu. Yes, and she writes and give that letter to that Brahmana and request him to hand it over to Krishna. Krishna was in Dwarka. So this shows in Srimad Bhagavatam also. So what we learn from this, कि whatever problem or whatever anxiety जो भी हमारे जीवन में होता है, we have to take shelter of these three things: Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Guru, our spiritual master; Sadhu, our devotee in life; and Shastra, scriptures, bona fide scripture. And similarly, Mother Rukmini, she also took the shelter of a Sadhu. Okay, when she was in anxiety, and then she writes. Similarly, when Parikshit Maharaj because of whom the entire Bhagavatam was spoken, right? By Sukadev Goswami. So when Parikshit Maharaj was cursed कि he will die in 7 days 7 nights, तो it is so easy. अगर ऐसा कुछ हमें God forbid इसे पता चलता, तो what would have been done? Natural, if you were not devotee, natural tendency is like खाओ पियो ऐश करो, जितना चाहिए जो पैसे ख़त्म करके we'll go this place that place, सब पैसे एंजॉय करेंगे एंड देन वी विल कीप फॉर आवर चिल्ड्रन जो भी है वट एवर वो करके येस बट देन व्हेन द टाइम कम्स विल बी बट नो दैट इज़ नॉट द वे ऑफ प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर आवर फाइनल टाइम. So we have to learn from Shastra. Parikshit Maharaj, as soon as he got to know about his 7 days 7 nights, immediately he gave entire his kingdom to his children and he took shelter of sadhu Sukadev Goswami. And then Sukadev Goswami spoke Bhagavatam and continuously non-stop for 7 days and 7 nights Parikshit Maharaj was hearing Krishna Katha. That is the way what we have to do. Right? So when we read Shastra, when we read Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, we have to read not just like it's to increase our knowledge. I've read Bhagavatam, I've read Bhagavad Gita. We have to try to apply those teaching in our life, and that's why this small part of Srimad Bhagavatam, one letter of Rukmini Devi, so many lessons we learn. This is the 4th lesson what we are learning. In the time of crisis, we have to take shelter of Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. Yes, that's the perfection. So now the Brahmana reaches Dwarka and to Krishna, and Krishna, when Krishna sees that Dwarka, the Brahmana, he speaks to him so beautifully. He glorifies him and he says, "My dear Brahmana, I hope that you are executing the religious principles without much difficulty and that your mind is always peaceful. Peaceful, huh? Oh, best of all the Brahmanas, you should always remain satisfied. For if a Brahmana is always self-satisfied, he will not deviate from his prescribed duties. And simply by sticking to one's prescribed duties, everyone, especially a Brahmana, can attain the highest perfection of all desires. Even if a person is as opulent as the king of heaven, Indra, if he is not satisfied, he inevitably has to transmigrate from one planet to another. Such a person can never be happy under any circumstances. But if one's mind is satisfied, even if he is bereft of all possessions, he can be happy living anywhere. Yes, this is what Krishna speaks to that Brahmana. You have to be peaceful and you have to be satisfied. We can see. Yes, so we can see. Yeah. So during Vaman Dev's pastime, so Vaman Dev asked, Bali Maharaj says, whatever you ask, I'll give you. But Vaman Dev says, just give me 3 steps of land. तो बोले कि what is 3 steps? I can give you anything and everything. That time Vamadev says, if person cannot satisfy the small things, no matter how much he or she gets, he won't be satisfied. It's the same thing Krishna says, tells this Brahmana. If you are not satisfied with small things in our life, right? No matter, we'll see, I'll just earn this much, I'll just gather this much, then I'll be peaceful, then I'll be satisfied. It is not going to happen. So we have to develop that tendency कि जो भी हमें मिला है, we should be satisfied, we should be peaceful, and that will help us in our life. Yes. So here, Srimad in Bhagavatam, Krishna says that there is 3 ways, three ways in which we can please Lord Krishna. दयया सर्वभूतेषु सन्तुष्ट्या येन केन वा सर्वे इन्द्रियोपशान्त्यच्च तुष्यति आसु जनार्दन. So there are 3 words you see. Daya, santushta and shanta. So it's a translation of this shloka. By showing mercy to all living entities. Daya. So how we can please Lord Krishna? By showing mercy to all devotees. This is the first step. Second, being satisfied somehow or other. Santushta. It will be satisfied in what we are having. Second thing. And third thing is, and restricting the senses from sense enjoyment. Okay, so more hankering, मुझे ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए, this, that, just after material sense enjoyment, we should restrict ourselves. Then one can very quickly satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Janardana, it's other name of Krishna. Only then, by doing these three things, we will be able to please Krishna. Yes, so we have to try doing this. So now, after Brahmana gives that letter to Krishna, Krishna reads that letter, okay, and then when he reads that letter, Mother Rukmini has beautifully expressed her feelings, and how she writes that letter. First, she glorifies Krishna. We can read this. This is a little part of that letter. It's not entire letter. She says, "My dear Krishna, O infallible and most beautiful one, any human being who happens to hear about your transcendental form and pastime immediately absorbs through his ears your name, fame and qualities just by hearing." Yes, this is very important. Mother Rukmini says, "Thus all his material pang subsides and he fixes your form in his heart." जो भी problem material issues है, it will go, it will vanish when we start hearing, when we allowing Krishna through this ears into our heart. So Krishna, how he enters our body? Through ears, and then he comes and sits in our heart, right? So, and we have to fix Krishna's form in our heart. Through such transcendental love for you, he always sees you within himself, and by this process, all his desires are fulfilled. Similarly, I have heard of your transcendental qualities. I may be shameless in expressing myself directly, but you have captivated me and taken my heart. No, it is that time, and she was a princess, right, of Vidarbha. It's a big, and she writing directly, she knew that it's not right way, but then how she wrote, she didn't give it directly, she gave it through that Brahman. Yes, this is the way. And later, so this we have to learn from this letter, the first part, when we come in front of Lord, right, we should not be always crying, Krishna kide kehla hai, what is that I'm suffering, ye nahi hua, wo nahi hai. First thing what we have to do, we have to smile, we have to praise Krishna, we have to thank you Krishna, thank you for giving me what, kuch nahi hai to ability to see, ability to hear, ability to speak, walk and eat, right? So we have to praise the Lord. This is what we have to be doing. First thing, देवा माका पाव मागी, पाव चपाती पुरी सगळे दितले. Later, first thing we have to praise. This is what we have to be doing, and that is called as one first step to express real love. Yes, the beautiful even Lord Brahma in Brahma Samhita. It's a beautiful. I think I have shared. We will share it today in the group also, where Lord Brahmaji praises Lord Krishna so beautifully. Yeah, it's a very beautiful bhajan. He says, "Lola Chandra Kalasada Vanamalya Vamsi Ratnagatam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shamam Tribhanga Lalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindam Adi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami." Yes, so this, Brahmaji says in Brahma Samhita, he says, I mane Lord Brahma, I worship the original personality of Sri Govinda, around whose neck a garland of forest flowers, that is called Vaichanti Mala, is describing the form of Krishna. And peacock feathers swings gently, okay, peacock feather he is wearing on his head, whose lotus hand hold a captivating flute. His hand is more softer than the lotus petal, right? So since telling, and what he's doing with that lotus, is holding a flute, whose arms are decorated with jeweled ornaments, who is always madly absorbed in intimate loving pastimes. with his devotees. Chobi, whoever, be it tree, be it monkeys, be it cows, be it peacocks, gopis, gopas, everybody, whoever, he just reciprocated with them with so much of love, and whose eternal natural aspect is his graceful threefold bending Shama Sundara form. Krishna is bent in three form, na teen way. So that's why it's very difficult to put him botal mein dalna. But how we can capture Krishna in our heart? By pure devotion, by bhakti. What he wants? Just pure love and bhakti, nothing else. Right? So next. So what lesson we can learn here? The sixth lesson what we can learn from this letter is how Rukmini Devi requests Krishna and pleads, Krishna, please come and save me. Please take me. She pleads there. And she was so beautiful. Mother Rukmini was so beautiful that demigods used to wait to see her glimpse. But she never, with that beauty, she never had that ego. Many times होता है ना, the husband wife, कि maybe one partner is maybe more beautiful or handsome and other is not, and we have that ego. It's not just about beauty, but also maybe the riches. I'm like more educated. I'm this, more educated. I have a lot of money, or many other things. So we feel कि we are higher than the other partner, the spouse. I'm telling the marriage part also. So she never allowed any ego coming between her and Krishna. And that's the reason when she wrote that letter also, she was completely surrendered. She said, I have nothing except you, O Krishna. Please accept me. That was, she didn't say, I am like the most beautiful princess of Vidarbha. I am so beautiful and itna hai, itne log mere piche the. But dekho, I am choosing you. No, she didn't write like that. She said, see, what was her mood? She was saying, you are so beautiful, Krishna. You are Supreme Personality God. So many things she's glorified Krishna. And then still, please accept me. No, I am shameless, but you, Krishna, please accept me. You have completely captivated my heart. This is what. So, it's a mantra for a happy marriage. We should learn from Rukmini Devi. No egos between each other. Yes. So, seventh lesson, what we can learn from this story. Devotees, we have to endeavor to attain Krishna and please him. Like how mother, she was Rukmini Devi, right? They are eternally together. She could have just waited and Krishna come. No. What she did prayas. When the marriage was fixed, what she did immediately? She wrote a letter. And that letter she put all her heart and soul. And then she requested a Brahmana to go there and this. So she did prayas, right? So we also, it's not like, Krishna, please save me. No. We have to pray to Krishna, offer our prayer jo bhi hai. At the same time, we have to work towards it. Ultimately, Krishna will give. But we have to plan how I can be eligible, how I can receive Krishna's mercy. So, how we can do it, So, as a devotee, how we have to write letter? Yes, our letter is kaise? By chanting 16 rounds nicely, chanting our japa nicely, following 4 regulative principles nicely, doing some little seva what we can do. So A, B, C, D, S, what I say? Association, books reading, C for chanting, D is for diet, prasadam or deity worship, S is seva. So this is our plan. So Rukmini's letter, Mother Rukmini's letter, how she wrote for devotee for us, it is like following this. This is our letter, this is our endeavors to express our love to Krishna, to plead to Krishna. Yes, so this is our plan. The next lesson number 8, what we can learn from this letter is, devotee is always determined to attain Krishna's service, Krishna's mercy. Like she said, if you are not accepting, I'm ready to, give my life. She writes this in letter. I'm ready to give my life, Krishna, but I'm only committed to you, and I'm waiting to do tapasya for thousands of lifetimes. But I will only. I just want you to accept me. This is what she says. Even it is difficult for Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva to please Krishna, but I will try my best to we have to receive your mercy. So now Shishupal, he comes because he wants to get married, right? The marriage is fixed, and he comes along with all his force army. कौन थे वो सब? Devotees थे, all demons. So all demons enters Kundina. Vidharma, he comes, and then Jarasandha, Salva, Pondrak. The Pondrak, who was Pondrak? You have heard about Pondrak? Pondrak was a person, he used to tell, I am Krishna. He used to put two hands, like Krishna, Lord Vishnu has four hands, so he used to put two more hands here, and he used to come to Vese. Now we are laughing listening to it, but there are so many already in Kali Yuga who are saying I am Lord, I am Krishna. हो रहा है. So that was Pondrak. So ये सब team लेके everybody comes to for the marriage ceremony. And here we can say कि our association defines कि कौन से हम कौन है. Let me say ना, if I can tell you what kind of person you are by knowing कि what friends you are having, right? So that's very important, what kind of friends we are with. Suppose I'm always with suppose my friends are always 4-5 हो गए, तो naturally they'll say कि if she is having such kind of friends, that means she also will be Krishna's devotee. That's obvious, right? So here this demons also, because they were all together, what kind of association they had? So they had such kind of people only. So Param Pujya Radhana Swami Maharaj says, to be in association of those aspiring to love God is the ultimate gift of God. Having this association, right? Saturday we are coming here and together. We have made a lot of friends also by now. So having that right association who help us remembering Lord and walking on this path, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's not just a ordinary thing. So we have to be very grateful to have this association. Yeah. So now, Rukmini is in anxiety because अभी कुछ तो वापस नहीं आया है ना. The Brahmana has not reached yet, and the already marriage day has come, and she is in anxiety कि whether that letter has reached to Krishna or not. Or after reading Krishna, he just ignored that letter because क्या? Imagine कुछ भी नहीं है. She just ran and she's waiting, and marriage is happening. So here you can see the 10th lesson कि our faith will be tested by the Lord. She was Rukmini. She was eternal consort of the Lord. But her faith also, she was so much in anxiety. होगा क्या होगा अब? What next? So similarly, in our life also, once, we are coming and started chanting some few rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds, 10 rounds, 16. Okay? And थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ हमारे जीवन में भी टेस्ट आ जाएंगे. Whether, क्या करना है. And that when that test come, whether we are really still coming into the path of bhakti or छोड़ देंगे. That is the test. It's like, initially it becomes very easy. As I always see, Prabhupada gives this example, कि when the baby, we are trying to toddler, we are trying to, walk the first step. So we, as a parent, we hold their hands and we try to walk. And later on, we just slowly leave that hand. We see. But again, so it is up to us, the baby, कि वो आगे जाएगा कि नहीं. Similarly, once when initially we comes in bhakti, it becomes very easier. It's very, we like story with things. But then थोड़ा कुछ हुआ, प्रॉब्लम आया, तो फिर हम क्या करेंगे? छोड़ देंगे, बंद करेंगे. मैंने इतने 6 महीने से जपा कर रहा हूँ, 1 साल से जपा कर रहा हूँ, फिर भी ये प्रॉब्लम आ गया, ये नहीं है अच्छा, I'll go to something else. So that is the stance. Mother Rukmini went through this test. So who are we? With little of few months of chanting or this. Yes, she was ready to give her life for thousands of lifetimes. But her faith was so strong that I will surrender to Krishna only, nothing else. So this is, we should not be our faith should be very strong. So here now Krishna comes. Our hero comes in the chariots, and with that, who was along with that Krishna in that chariot? That Brahmana. So Krishna brought that Brahmana himself along, and when so what we can learn from this pastimes? So when the Brahmana comes to Rukmini Devi and he tells कि Krishna has come now, don't worry, everything is set. Okay, and then when Mother Rukmini sees that Brahmana, he tells, she expresses her gratitude to him, and she literally falls at his feet and she thanks Krishna, thanks that Brahmana. So what we can learn from this episode of Mother Rukmini, so we had to show gratitude to people who take us to Krishna. Okay, it's not like to just say we give that example कि सीढ़ी ना ladder सीढ़ी चढ़ के हम ऊपर चढ़ गए. Now what is the use of that सीढ़ी? We'll throw that सीढ़ी. No, it should not like that. We should be always grateful to the people who are taking us closer to Krishna. That we can associate. They have not forgotten Krishna, and Rukmini Devi didn't forget that Brahmana. She expressed gratitude. Okay, and now क्या होता है? Rukmini goes to the temple, Durga Devi's temple, to take blessings. And she had actually set the stage. She had told in the letter that when I go towards the temple to take darshan, that time you come, that is the right time, you come and kidnap me. So Rukmini Devi has set plan किया था उन्होंने पूरा. Okay, so there she even goes there and she worships, and just then Krishna comes, our hero comes with that beautiful golden chariot. And there are a lot, you can see those demons there, they are pade hai isme, and then he lifts Mother Rukmini and the chariot. And then in front of all these demons, Shishupal and sab kuch, he takes Rukmini Devi away. It's a big story. It's written in detail in scripture, Bhagavatam, ki how he fights the big battle. इसको कैसे मारते हैं Shishupal, बाकी demons, and Rukmi को क्या करता है? He was about to kill. Rukmini Devi had also written in the letter that you come to kidnap me, but please Krishna, do not kill my family. She had mentioned that, and that is the reason when Krishna was actually, Balramji also comes and he fights with other demons there, and Krishna lifts Mother Rukmini, and he was about to kill Rukmi, brother of Rukmini, but then Rukmini Devi says, no, please do not kill. And then what Krishna does, he shaves his half head and half mustache. So for a warrior, Kshatriya, that is more than the death, worse than the death. So Krishna ने उनको वो सबक भी दिया, and also he kept word of Rukmini Devi.
Speak on this, Shishupal, Ravan. Shishupal. Okay, I'll try to speak. Hare Krishna, my voice is not there, that's why she's speaking. But I got. So if you say Shishupal, it might not work, I don't know. Shishupal was actually Ravan. So when Ravan and Kumbhakarna, that was the second incarnation. The third time they came as Shishupal and Dantavakra. Dantavakra. So Shishupal in his last life was Ravan. And Ravan took Lord Ram's wife. In this life, Krishna paid it back. And this time it was his marriage. And in front of everyone, Krishna took away Rukmini. So Bhagavan, Lord doesn't keep anything. He gives everything back. So we have to be very careful. Lakshmi is Lord Vishnu's wife. We are using Lakshmi. Correct? We have to be very careful how we use Lakshmi. Krishna is watching. And Krishna doesn't keep anything. He pays back. So we have to be very, very cautious that we are using Lakshmi in seva of Vishnu. Not in our seva. Ravan wanted to use Lakshmi in his seva. Of course, he was killed, and Krishna, Ram didn't forget. Agle janam maybe came back. So we have to be very careful. So all our Shastras are filled with such stories which is connected very closely to our own life. So that's why we have to read Bhagavatam, we have to read Bhagavad Gita. As she said, not for information, but for transformation. We should get transformed by reading this. Yeah, you can go ahead.
So then Krishna and Mother Rukmini gets married, the beautiful marriage ceremony, and then they goes to Dwarka. Here in this we can learn that Rukmini is like soul. The soul, the Jiva, wants to always serve Krishna, right? Bhishmaka, her father, is like intelligent. He knows he should be serving Krishna. Krishna is the right match for Mother Rukmini. But क्या हुआ था? Because of Rukmi, he didn't say anything. The intelligence was there. He knew he is the right match for Rukmini. But that intelligence was covered, was influenced by Rukmi. And who was Rukmi? Rukmi is like our mind. Mind always tell us, आज Saturday program है, we'll go. Mind will say, why always every Saturday? वो क्या है नया? They will tell the same story, chant Hare Krishna, this. We'll go somewhere else. Today some Saturday nights, we'll go somewhere else. Mind will keep telling us, why are you going so early? Go little late. Essay. So mind will keep us, if it is not tamed properly by chanting, by reading, by association, then that mind will take us away from Krishna. So bhale hi intelligent, Bhishmaka knew that he was the right match, but because he went helpless before Rukmi, तो वैसे होता है. So now Shishupal is like Maya. Shishupal wanted to get married to Rukmini Devi, na? Rukmini wanted to get married to Krishna. So this like Maya will have lot of other things will coming which will take it, this is good. ना Krishna को ठीक है और वहाँ जाते हैं, this is good, वो उधर जाता है. So Shishupal is like Maya, which takes us away from Krishna. They want to take us away from Krishna. Yes. So then Brahmana comes in Rukmini, this Jiva, the soul, Rukmini Devi takes shelter of a sadhu in the form of Brahmana who is Guru. And what he does? He takes the Jiva, Rukmini Devi, towards Krishna. Yes, by that letter. So it's up to us whether we have to take shelter of Maya, our mind, or whether to take shelter of a Brahmana, Guru. And this is how, from that episode of Mother Rukmini's letter and the marriage of Krishna and Rukmini, we can learn कि soul, the eternal position is to Jivera Krishnera Nityaridas. This is our eternal position. And how we will revive that position? By taking shelter of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra in the association of devotees. And though these people will come, Maya Devi, the mind, they will keep coming and they will try to take us away from Krishna. But we have to be taking fully shelter of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra in the association of devotees, doing little service, and then only then they will take us to Krishna. The right source, the right association is very important. So this episode we can learn from. So you want to speak? I'll speak on this.
No, ask them what they have understood.
Yes, so it's like, Srila Prabhupada also, when at the age of 70, what he did, he went across and he tirelessly, without sleeping, without taking any rest, he used to give classes, he used to teach everybody, he used to set up temples, he used to make devotees, and he used to go forward. And he used to not sleep in the night, he used to write those books. Srimad Bhagavatam, this, and he had thousands of disciples. He built 108 temples, and those teachings didn't go after him. Those teaching through his disciples is always there, and we are all, because of that one man, Srila Prabhupada, we all are here, and thousands and lakhs of people are perfecting their lives by taking shelter of Guru, Sadhu, Shastra and the scriptures. So we are that one pure devotee, the Guru, can transform, and he is the one who taking us towards Krishna.
Yeah. So what we learn from this is the most important part is Shravanam, hearing. Out of all our five senses, the most important sense, it's very important whom we are giving our ears. Very important. That will define our life. We become doctors, we become engineers, or what we become in life. She's saying, put off the fan. That's what she's saying. No?
The kids you can call for nursing Aarti, the upstairs.
They will know. So, Shravanam is very important. Shravanam is the first step of bhakti. Krishna we can see, but we will not know Krishna. We will say, why, what he is doing standing over here? After 5 minutes we go. But if we hear, then we understand who is Krishna. And then with that understanding we come in front of him, we appreciate him more, we can glorify him more. So hearing. Every day we should hear something. We should not wait only for Saturdays to come and hear. It should not be Sunday to Sunday church. It's not. We can have everyday programs if you want. But I know it will be difficult for everyone to come. Right? So when you are at home, you should hear something. There are so many lectures, now the devotees have started posting on the group. The devotees are posting Bhagavad Gita, but I see only 5 people reading it. There are 200 people in the group. Right? That's why they say don't trust your Facebook friends, no one will come. Similarly, 200 people, only 5 people read it. Now I come to know how many read, thumbs up and like this. Only 5, I see it every day. Right? So first request is, most of you all should be reading Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the highest philosophy. This is the biggest literature. There is nothing beyond this. This is the biggest philosophy in the world. That lady who came from space, what's her name?
Sunita Williams.
It's very good. Everyone's clapping for her. She took Bhagavad Gita. Hum kabhi padhenge. Right? Every day someone is sending one shloka. It takes only 2-3 minutes. We should read. I want a day when there should be 50 thumbs up. Can you tell them to stop WhatsApp? What do you want? What they want?
No.
Can you stop for some time? I'm waiting for the day when there are 50 thumbs up. How many? Possible hai na? I'm asking only for 25% conversion ratio. 200 log hai usme. 25% to possible hai. Right? That will be perfection of that group. Otherwise it is one more WhatsApp group. Right? Second is Shravanam. We should hear. I request everyone, please hear every day Krishna Katha. We will ask devotees to put every day one lecture. Or we have something called Amrit drops, which are 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes Maharaj speaks. So we'll start putting that. We have not put till today. From tomorrow onwards, they will start putting that. You can tell Suresh, he will start putting 5 minutes. So when we associate with pure vibrations, we become pure. Purity is very difficult to get. Gold is also not pure. Gold is also 22 karat. We cannot, now jewelers, where is Mataji? There she is. She cannot give you 100% pure gold. She'll give you 99.99, right? We cannot even reach 24%, 24 karat. What to talk about purifying our soul? Very difficult. But Bhagavatam says we can get purified immediately if we come in the sound vibration of Hari, Hari Katha, Hari Shravanam, Hari Kirtan. Put some Kirtan in your house. Your whole house will get purified. When Harinam is ringing in your house, everything gets purified. Om apavitra pavitra va sarva avastham gatopi va yesmareta pundarikakshaya sabhaya abhaya antarasuchi. Everything gets purified. But for that we have to do our endeavor. Like Mother Rukmini had a plan. She wrote a letter she also told Krishna, and that's what she said, right? She didn't say, oh God, please help me, please help me. She said, God, please help me. And this is what I am doing from my side. She said, I'll be going to this Durga temple this time, right time for you. You come, take me. So she didn't put all the load on Krishna, right? If you're driving car, if you're overtaking. And when you're overtaking, in front there is one more vehicle coming. Then you'll say, what? Oh Lord, save me. You're putting Lord in trouble, right? Either Lord has to trick that other guy who's coming in the right way to go to the other side, or do some miracle. You're getting my point? We purposely go in the wrong direction, and then we put Lord in trouble. Lord, save me. And when He will not save, then we'll say Lord doesn't exist. So we have to be perfect first, and then Lord will do His things. Karmanyavadhikarastu. We have to do our karmas right. And to do those karmas right, purification is very, very important. We have to purify our words, vacha, kaya and manasa. And this happens when we come in association with something which is pure. What is pure? The gold is also not pure. Nothing is pure. In this world, what is pure is Harinam. Harinam is 100% pure. So when we chant Hare Krishna, we are associating with something which is pure. And when we associate with something which is pure, we get purified. That's why chanting Hare Krishna. All of you all should chant Hare Krishna every day. Now, it's almost 1 year. This Janmashtami will be completing 1 year of this program. All of you all are sincerely coming for this program. Every Saturday I see you all. Don't make it one more appointment in your life, one more weekly appointment. Use this opportunity to perfect your life. This is like a big lottery that we have got. Someone is telling us, Prabhupada is telling us what is there in Bhagavad Gita. We all wanted to know what is there in Bhagavad Gita. That's why we are here. He is telling what is there. He is also telling how to apply it in life. Now we should not just say, okay, I know it, that's it. This life, I will just know Bhagavad Gita. I will not apply. We don't know when we will get the next human life. There are 84 million species. Once this human life is gone, next human life will get after 84 million species. We don't know when we will come back again. Life is very, very precious. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Bahunam janmanamante, after many, many lifetimes, Jnanvan mam prapadyate, one who is in knowledge surrenders unto me. Such a person is very rare. Sometimes they say, dunya is like a mela, it's like a feast. Mela, you know, right? There are so many shops. You go everywhere and you spend 2-3 hours. Similarly, world, there are so many things. Our days, our weeks, our years are just passing by. We are just getting old. Some money and some pleasure we are getting. That pleasure is flickering. You know, that pleasure remains for 2-3 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes maximum, whatever it is. One day, not beyond that. But if you want everlasting pleasure, Krishna says that is in Vaikuntha. So here, the path is perfectly told. Start chanting Hare Krishna, start reading Bhagavad Gita, associate with sadhus, do seva in life, perfect your life. We should not be wasting this opportunity that we have got. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, very few people get to come and sit in satsang. Very, very few. We all, including me, are very, very fortunate. So we should not miss this opportunity. दुनिया में सब कुछ है, इतना साल देख लिया दुनिया को हमने, बस हो गया अभी. Intelligent person thinks, tell me something which is higher than this. So many carnivals we have done, so many other things we have done. Every day the same carnival comes and we take the same photograph. Only the mobile changes. It goes from Samsung to iPhone 17, which is going to come, whatever. But the things are same, we are the same. We are only getting old. World is trapping us. iPhone is trapping us. 17, 18, 19, it will keep coming. iPhone is just an example I'm telling you. So world will trap us, Maya will trap us. We have to be very strong. Only strong person goes ahead. Weak person remains behind. Weak is not physically, mentally. We should have that strong willpower. I will break this barrier and go to Vaikuntha. I will go. Then वो पेट से आग आनी चाहिए. Devotion life is not just entertainment. It's a very serious thing. वो पेट में आग होनी चाहिए. We say engineers should have fire in their belly. Similarly, to practice devotion, we should have that fire. I'll get up in the morning and chant my rounds. I'll follow the regulative principles. No meat eating, no intoxication, no illicit sex, no gambling. I will stand for something in my life. Enough. I'm tired of doing the same thing again and again, year after year. Let me go to the right way, the dharmic way. Dharma. Dharma rakshita rakshiti. If I protect dharma, dharma will definitely protect me. And in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada has made a very good community which gives you that community support. It is not one type prescription, do this. No, there is an entire support system. What we have to do, we have to just keep coming. Yatha Shakti, do something, and then you will become part of it. That's it. And Yatha Shakti, preach to others, because you have to give it to others also. Otherwise, we will become misers. We keep it to ourselves. We have to share our wealth, right? So, it's a process. It's a step-by-step process. Please take the process. Thank you very much. If you want to add something, and then we stop.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Announcements.